just take a mouthful of tea. I've just come out because for the last week or 10 days or so, in the office there's been just that much on that we literally haven't had time to tend to the vegetable operation or a few other projects that we have in the pipeline at the moment. So I just said I'd come out before it gets dark and before it gets too cold because as I may or may not have said in some of the videos previously, I actually haven't got proper electricity in here yet now. I can I bought a fairly long and heavy duty extension lead here some weeks ago, or could be months ago now at this stage, but I can bring it across the yard to give me a temporary electricity supply if need be, but I'm just haven't got around to getting the proper electricity in yet, and I don't think we're going to bother with bringing the extension lead across the yard this evening, because I wouldn't actually say we'll be out long enough to warrant bringing it all the way across the yard. But as some of you will no doubt have seen, we planted a few crops in seedling trays here last week, about a week or 10 days ago I suppose at this stage, and I just noticed out here the other day that they were starting to peep up, or some of them were anyway. So what we've done is, for now, we have put the seedling trays on a table which is right up against the window here in the shed, so if at any point the sun does decide to present itself again, where they are will get the full benefit of it, I hope, and it should bring them on. Now I know it's late in the year to be starting crops, but for a few different reasons. Firstly, if we were able to have something ready for around Christmas time, it would indeed be nice. But again, besides that, and possibly even more important than that, I go back to a point that I made very early on when we started with the Vegetable Farmer project and retooling the shed, so to speak, that as much as anything else, it was just a matter of having somewhere to come out to and something to do to keep my mental health some way right over the winter months. Now, that would have always been an issue, even in a normal year, whatever that is, but with the COVID-19 situation unfortunately appearing to have gone in a slightly negative direction in recent days, and things sort of closed down again, for want of a better way of putting it, that may actually even become more essential by way of maintaining some level of mental sanity for myself. as you know, thank God, so far the reaction to the Drive Through Sports weekly videos has been very positive, and I very much appreciate it. And thank you to all that have looked in at them so far. And if you're new to our channel or the Boil and Talk Sport website and haven't seen it yet, do keep an eye out. I try as much as I can to get one out every week. So depending now, this week could actually be a quiet week because, as we know, there is no league soccer in England or Scotland due to ongoing international matches, but I'm sure I will find something with which to throw a bit of a programme together between now and the weekend. Other than that, I would remind you that my second book, Rolling Down Memory Lane, is available for download off the Boil and Talk Sport website at a cost of €5. You may pay via PayPal or all the other regular cards, and your support would be very much appreciated. I'll sign off for now because I'm actually not sure what we're going to do, but if we get doing that, I'm sure the camera will be rolling, so I will talk to you shortly.
Probably, probably be cutting bits out anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure there was plenty of people, including my own family, and God knows how many others, were saying, what the hell did he buy all the tools for? Well, here we are now. There's some of them about to get their first outing. If I can just see where the hammer is.
Oh, hidden.
Oh,
I was like,
this him here, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is, and
he's the lighter one.
He's a plastic bag on his head. No wonder I could see. So now, as to what the good lady is going to be doing with the hammer, your guess is as good as mine.
We're going to try string art.
She's calling it string art. Now, what's involved, I do not have a clue, but I'm just
for the ride.
Excited to get doing something.
Just gonna put the first one in and see.
As she gets the weapon hammer.
So we place this.
Right.
I might have to hit them the first time and you hit them the second time.
Yes, dear.
Once they're kind of...
Yeah.
Now obviously they can't go in the whole way, but just give them maybe 2 taps.
Oh.
Right. Hold on. Let me use that one first actually. That one's too big.
Okay, and you did pay to have different I'm not insane. Well,
two bangs.
Just bring it up, bring the board over a bit. Why not put it down again?
Hold on a second, what I want to do, because it might take a minute.
You want to start finish.
And let me just do the B, sure.
Okay.
B to the B, to the B, B, B.
You know your B.
Is that your name again? Not putting it all along it like?
I haven't a clue. I'm totally at your behest here.
I'm going to get you to give them a tighten in a second.
Would a rent? No, it isn't.
Well, you could hit the book length probably.
So now I think we have used the 2 hammers already for various different things.
Yeah, and what did I use last week?
We had the nail gun, and we had the
Remember I brought in for...
You had the pliers trying to open your fake cigarette fluid.
No, that was not me. That was Banana.
No, do you remember I said we should have brought it in?
And I used them for...
We definitely did bring
Oh, I
it
brought it in, but it wasn't for that now. It was for opening the perfume.
Perfume, sorry. That's what I was calling the...
Oh, right, yeah.
Incidentally, ladies and gentlemen, while I have you here, I'm sure most of you at this stage have seen these travel mugs, but if you haven't, my God, they are the greatest invention that I've come across in a long, long time, because for three reasons. Number one, there's a lid on them, so I can't really spill on myself. Number two, they if you put stuff in them, it tends to stay warm for hours, which if you're as notorious for putting cups of tea down and going off and leaving them and forgetting where they are, that can come in very handy for yours truly. But the best advantage from my own perspective, I would have to say, is that I don't know if you can notice where the handle is, it's away from the outside of the cup, so therefore I can't do what I usually do with the ordinary mug and scald myself with the outside of the cup. So they're definitely something well worth investing in, and I'd say the fella that invented them must be well on the way to be the millionaire at this stage. Now I better go and do a bit of work.
I'll just turn off for a sec, because otherwise it'll be just too much. Because then when I'll put it... A few more. Yeah, like that.
What is this?
Therapeutic.
You could say that. As I said,
certain people's heads.
You
won't mention on camera.
Maybe me own.
Ah.
No there.
Yeah. These are all sticking out a bit more.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time I've really picked up a hammer since they stopped me doing woodwork at the end of first year in secondary school 26 years ago, so the hammer is not rusty because it's only brand new, but the fella that's using it is a bit on the rusty side. But it is nice to be able to do something different other than the writing. And speaking of woodworking first year, it's something I would hope to have a go at doing another bit of when time allows. Is that enough on that one?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm actually starting to enjoy this now.
That one beside there, but that one beside it's huge. Yeah. No, the other side. No? Or am I seeing things?
Is there one?
Yeah, the one you were just on. No, below that. Stand up it. It's just way under the shadows you see from the light.
Have a look there if you can. Am I making any impact at all?
Yep.
Would you know I was here at all? Now let me see where we're going.
That one there. Sorry, you're going to go in at an angle a bit.
Here or over the end one?
The end one. Yeah. And for anyone that doesn't know, like, Brendan doesn't really get angry.
I think that's actually fair enough.
Yeah. I get angry.
I would be more of a bottle it up and then eventually come out in a blubber of tears.
Where I like to lose it straight away with anything, don't I?
Repeatedly and over a prolonged period.
Well, I am, and maybe it's not a good way to be, and we are completely different in that I would kind of take first impressions and can't change. You know, like if you give me a first bad impression, I'm kind of done. Like, you know,
yes,
that's it.
Whereas I would be more forgiving, I think. I'm just after coming up with a trick.
Right.
The finger on Mr. Gary is just holding the board steady.
People have no idea what you're saying when you say Mr. Gary.
Yes, as I don't know.
Well, you've mentioned it, I think, but
I don't know if you can see or you can't see, but my left hand not when I was born, when I stopped using the rollator when I was 10, the physios who were looking after me, shall we say, actually weren't really doing what they were meant to be doing when it came to my left hand, which has been left resembling Long John Silver's hook, more or less. But very shortly after we started going out, Susie decided she was going to christen said left hand Gary, and
it stuck.
It stuck. And speaking of sticking, I'm delighted to see that there's even a few more of the tools coming out of the toolbox that they all told me I was mad buying. But as I sort of hinted at earlier, the tools will get plenty of work when the woodwork side of things gets going for us, which I would hope mightn't be that far away.
Hopefully not. Just trying.
Because I have a few little brain waves as regards doing Christmas presents for a few special people in particular, and whether I'll be able to bring them to fruition or not, I don't know, but we're certainly going to give it a go.
Yeah.
Now, Susan is doing what I believe is the string art part of this.
I know, but I think we might actually think the string might be too big.
Right, but should we have a few different lots there? Better to be looking at something and looking for it. And as I just checked the stats on the site for the 100th time today, we have 107 views for the day, which this time last week was probably 1,007, but I cannot keep beating myself up over that, or it would be, every day would be a bit like today, where I had to sort of not so gently persuade myself to get out of the bed, because it was just one of these days. The engine fuel and motivation fuel were sort of in short supply, and my good lady knows me well enough to know that when that is the case, get him out of the office and over to the shed is the best remedy for such situations.
Indeed.
And
definitely.
Yet again, she has proven to be right, because
You're better.
handing me a hammer has therapeutic qualities to it, and I will get her to knock you off now for a moment, and when I'm actually back doing something myself, she will tune you back into me. Excuse